Welcome to our apartment tour. So this is the apartment that Andre and I have been living in for the past 2 years now. It is a 5.5 located in Montreal. We were lucky enough to get a really good price on this apartment. So we have one room each, as well as a living room, a bedroom, and a kitchen. So this is Andre's little man cave. Andre likes to bike, so this is one of his bikes. In the winter he bikes indoors on a trainer, so this is Andre's bike trainer. We have his little gaming station, so he likes to game on his computer. He has a little mini fridge that I bought him that usually has some beer in it. At the moment it is empty. So his room also has all of his biking equipment and a few plants. These are two of his other bikes. So Andre has 3 bikes in total at the moment in the house. If you didn't know, Andre is a diesel mechanic, so this yellow toolbox is an extension to the one he has at work. And here are a couple other plants that we have. Right now they're blocking the front patio. As it's the winter right now in Canada, we don't need to access that patio, so we put these 3 plants in front of it. These 3 plants are usually where the trainer is in this room. And lastly, Andre has a beautiful full-length mirror in his space. So once you leave Andre's space, you come into mine on the left. So this is actually the girls' cave. This is also Stella's space. Stella's my cat. So we have my desk area where I usually do some puzzling. I also like to sew, so usually I have a sewing machine on this table, but is at my mother-in-law's house at the moment. I have a lot of vintage pieces in the house. This is one of many. Oh, there's Stella walking by. So this is a vintage bubblegum machine. I have a lot of little pieces of art and sentimental stuff in this space. I really love this piece that says Radiate Positivity. It's made out of yarn. I did not make it, but I wish I could do something like this. Another piece I really like that you're gonna see right now is a little RV with me and Andre in the future, hopefully with a kid traveling. That's a piece of art that I got in Mexico while doing an internship, and I absolutely love it. Here's another puzzle I've done. I have a really hard time throwing out puzzles or putting them back in the box after I've created them, so they're art now. And the reason I put that one there is because this is Stella's little corner and I felt it matched perfectly. So that's Stella's condo and where she eats and drinks. Right next to it we have a beautiful Monstera plant and its little baby, which is on top of my wardrobe. I also have a sewing mannequin, which has one of my favorite teddy bears wrapped around it. That was my cousin's. On this wardrobe, I have this vintage cash register, which I thrifted and I thought was adorable and really cool. I don't do anything with it. I just look at it. And I have a couple of other pieces. I have some hats, some boots, and some art that I created. I love this carpet, by the way. In the corner, that door leads to a very tiny closet. That's why I have this external closet space. I didn't go into it because it is a mess. We put up this bar at the top thinking that I could put some clothing on there as well, but it would be too heavy, so right now it has Stella Baby's wardrobe on it. Right below that is a vanity that was my great-grandmother's, so it does mean a lot to me, and it's been in the family for a while. This is where I do my makeup every morning and my skincare routine, so all of that is stored in this space. And that's gonna be it for this room. Once you leave this room, it would be leading you to where we came in. So that is the doorway that we came in from. And to the left is going to be our bedroom. So our bedroom is quite simple compared to anything else in the house. We really wanted something neutral and calming, so we kept it very simple in design. We had a bed frame that we got rid of because it was not very pretty, and we found this more comfortable. We liked being closer to the ground, so we have just a box spring and a mattress on the floor. We have a gorgeous plant in the corner that is doing really well in this location. And you'll notice we don't have a lot of blinds in the house, but this is one space we do have blinds, and that's how they stay most of the time. So they're basically useless. That is a second part of the vanity from my great-grandmother. And so that's where I keep most of my clothes as well, and a little bit of Andre's. Here in the corner, you see some of my favorite teddy bears that I've either received from Andre or given Andre. And my longest teddy bear is there, who I love very much, and his name is Toby. So this is Toby right here, and I've had him since I've been a baby. On the bed, there's another teddy bear. That one is not my favorite. It's just that it is a weighted teddy bear, so it helps me sleep at night having that on my chest and tummy. Right behind the door that we came in from for the room is Andre's one and only closet space. So I won't go inside of it. It is also very small, but that's where Andre keeps the majority of his clothes. So right in front of our bedroom is our living room, which is probably the most colorful part of the space, and it is probably our favorite room in the house. That's where we spend most of our time. So in this space we have a lot of art on the walls. The ceiling light is not working, that's why I was showing it to you. So some of the really nice art that we've gathered over time, we have a little bar cart. In the corner, we call it the Dr. Evil chair with Sandy on it. Sandy, our little octopus. We have this beautiful kamad piece that we upcycled. It was my mom's, and it was brown, and we painted it blue to fit this space, and we thought it was a really good idea, and we love it. So we put our games in there. I put all my records in there as well. So as you can see above it, we have my record player in the middle. Of course, the TV is above that, and Andre's Xbox. And then there's this gorgeous lamp that I thrifted. It's a gold and black lamp. And in the corner over here, we have a little fern plant that's not doing so great. Again, we move a lot of the plants around because we want to try to see where they would belong the best, look the best, and feel the best, and it's not feeling itself. So we might have to move it again. These 4 little frames are gorgeous. They are vintage pieces from Andre's grandmother, who she brought them back from Ukraine for us. They're also holding some of the pathos leaves and vines. This is a huge one that is taking over a whole corner with some other plants. To the left of that, you'll see some beautiful art pieces. This one that I'm showing you right now is one that one of my friends, my best friend Kira, brought back from up north. And this one's super special to me. It was made by one of my best friends, Andrea's dad. He made this personally for me to keep in the house, and I'm hopefully going to keep it forever and ever and ever in all of the houses I have. One of the favorite parts of this space are our couches. These are 2 vintage couches that we got off of Marketplace. They were from a senior lady who had plastic all over them and would barely ever use them, and we were in love with them. The carpet in this room is from IKEA, and this gorgeous glass coffee table was also from Marketplace, and we got it for a quarter of its real value, which is over $1,000. So we felt very special when we found this piece. Something I think is important to mention is that this was a home that was made many, many centuries ago. It had some very creaky wooden floors, but also has some very beautiful detailing on the walls, door frames, and even the handles of the doors. Along this hallway, we have quite a bit of art pieces that we've gathered over time. As I said before, I like to puzzle, but I don't like to destroy them, so this is one of my puzzles that we used as art. There's going to be another one at the end, but the rest of the pieces were just things that we thrifted and thought went with our color scheme. I really like that piece because it goes with the washroom. Unfortunately, our washroom is so tiny that I could not fit it in, so it's adjacent to the bathroom door. And this is the last puzzle I was talking to you guys about that we hung because I couldn't destroy it. Now, welcome to our kitchen. So the kitchen is a unique space. It has darker floors, as you can see, that are tainted. And they also say, a lot of people say that this is a European style kitchen. You'll see why shortly. So right next to the doorway, we have a little pantry space, but it's also the only place we can store our cleaning products, our drying rack, laundry detergent. So it's kind of a multi-purpose pantry. So over here you can see, of course, our garbage, our stove and oven. Right above the stove and oven is some storage space. You'll see it, we have the high ceilings, so the storage is quite high and not very accessible to short people like myself, but it's a great place to keep our plants. Right next to it, you have this gorgeous, gorgeous open concept. I don't even know what to call it, but this is where we put our spices and our sauces that don't need to go in the fridge, as well as some knives and scissors that we use for cooking, and a couple of decor pieces, of course, that are colorful and quirky. Right beside that, we have this little board that we use to remind us what we need to do, prices of things, and Andre also drew Stella and Bailey on there. Right beside that, you see the door to our back patio. It is a huge balcony that we host a lot of people on in the summer. However, during the winter, we only use this space to barbecue. Yes, Andre does barbecue in the winter. So right beside the patio door, we have this wall which has this gorgeous collection of artisanal beer cans that we've mostly bought because they're pretty, and Andre sacrificed himself to drink them so we could make this piece of art. We're actually making a second part of it for our future home, and it's just so gorgeous and beautiful. So this is where I'm showing you this useless space on top, which is storage for things that we need only when guests are coming over. You can see it, we have our fridge, of course. We have a little coffee machine. Our propagation station, as I like to call it. I have this little planter that I made with Stella and Bailey on it. And then our microwave and a little drying rack because we do not have a dishwasher, so we have to wash and dry everything by hand. And last but not least in this house, something that people say is very European is our washing machine is in our kitchen. So this is where we wash our clothes, and it is only a washing machine and it is not a dryer, so that is why we have a drying rack in our pantry. So that's it for our kitchen, and right when you leave the kitchen, you will have our bathroom on the left. I like to say it's one of the world's smallest bathrooms. All we have in this bathroom is a little vanity with a sink, a mirror right above it, a little bit of storage beneath the sink. We have a very enormous shower for this size space. We have some storage again right above the toilet where we store anything we would need in the bathroom. And that's it for our tiny little bathroom. I think it's probably the least exciting spot of the house. And that's it for our space. This is the last overview of the space. We will actually be leaving this apartment shortly in April of 2024 because we are going to be going on an amazing adventure starting soon. So we're sad to leave, but we're really happy to see what's going to be coming in the next few months for us. Thank you so much for coming by.